Okay, we're gonna look at my site again and see what happened to these three links. And this is the damage these hackers have done in real time. So what they have done they have disabled this link and that link, and they keep this link up because they need to get into the back door. And I believe through Western Printing Tulsa on Facebook, that's how they're getting into this back door. So I click on hotels and it loops me back. I click on flights and it just loops me back to the front page here. I built this website. I know everything about it and it's simple. However, this has its own hotels page. This has its own flights page. And when I click on this, it should go to Hotels.Viajes /flights. It doesn't. It just stays at the home page. Same as here. It stays, but if I go to vacation rentals, that vacation rental page exists. So I'm showing you how they did the damage and what they've done to steal from me. And they're stealing. And they've knocked out 64 websites. And the other thing is, watch this little orange circle right here. This orange circle is telling me I'm being redirected somewhere else. It's kind of a red flag. It is a blinking red light saying, dude, you're being stolen from. So now let's go to Google and Google my website, Hotels.Viajes, and it pulls right up. My traffic is gone. It's being taken somewhere else. I know this pulls over 2 billion. Just this alone, when I bought it, I knew. Okay? But also, look what pulls up here. We have this company registered in Kirkland, and I don't know about that one, but let's do /. I want to show you. First, we're going to do Expedia.com /hotels, and that takes you right to Expedia and their site. We could do flights. Takes you right to their flight page. Okay, we can do Booking.com. Takes you right to their flight page somewhere in here. Okay, we can do Booking.com /hotels. And there is their hotel page. It's just buried in here somewhere. And so, okay, now we see what Google does when you put in the page you're specifically trying to find. So here we are going to look for, this is the damage. There's my page I showed you back here that it just loops back to the front page. It just loops back to the front page. I know what that flights page looks like. 1 second here. Flights. It has a wing on it. I know because I built it. Right there it is. But let's click back on it and it takes you back to the home page. So we did Hotels.Viajes /hotels, and boom, it pulls 1 billion today. It did pull 4 the other day. 1 billion. And look at who pulls up. There's my site right here. And remember when I pulled Expedia Hotels, and their sites pulled up on that first, because we were Googling a page. Not up here, but in the Google box. My site should show here, but I allege that my entire website has been injected with Expedia software. This is an Expedia company. That is Expedia. This is Booking.com. Now remember, I believe and allege that Kayak is also involved in this. And Booking and Kayak work for the same parent company, I allege. Now, also, you just have I know that NH Hotels, I've caught them before. So anyway, I think they're splitting up the traffic here. Now, if we do / flights, my website should pull up. Hands are cold. But not. Travelocity's Expedia. 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 I don't know who Skyscanner is. It wouldn't surprise me if it were part of Expedia. 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 There's Kayak. That's Tom Parker. This company is in Canada. uh, Now, the other day, and I'll show a video of it, but Momondo was on there next to Kayak, and Momondo is Kayak. And Virtuoso and Destinina, I didn't see them here now. I wonder if those were taken off because they're right down the street in Kirkland. Just great. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, you guys are caught and you're trying to cover your effing tracks. So, and then we're going to do vacation-rental, and we know that is a page in my site. And boom, it goes there. Right there it is. This company's in California. There's Expedia. There's Expedia. There's me. But I should be the first page because I'm requesting that exact URL. But I'm being pushed out because my site is injected with Expedia DNA. I allege. I want to go back to hotel-hotel.com.au. This domain that I found 2 days ago that my site was redirecting to. Now, 2 days ago when I did the Who Is, this didn't pop up, but it did today. Hotel-hotel.com, same.au, is pointing at my Media Temple servers. This website is pointing at my server. And this website I found in the Expedia website. Now I want to replay some of the videos that I took 2 days ago that discover where this site is going to and how I found it in the Expedia website. So let's go over that real fast. Pull up Expedia here again before we get into it. I want to follow back on a couple of the videos that when I discovered hotel. And I did this because I was Googling this page in my site that loops within my site. It goes back to the home page. It doesn't go to this page. It doesn't. I know I built this page. It's not discoverable anymore unless it's just not. And here's what's going on. Hotels.Viajes / hotels. And this should automatically load onto my page that doesn't exist, so to speak. So I'll tell you what does exist. When you do a search, today it only pulls 1.15 billion pages down. Because these guys, and now we have hotels.com up here. Now we have Expedia. Now we have, which these two are Expedia companies. So that's where it's going to now. But 2 days ago, it went to here. And so watch when I do this. Yeah, less than that. But it does. It pulls 91 million. However, if you want to see what Hotels.Viajes pulls and why it's so valuable, it pulls 4 billion pages. Hotels.Viajes is a far more valuable name than any of the domains out there in the travel business. This one pulls almost 1 billion, but it's not 4 billion. And the reason why is because Viejas is trips in Spanish or Latin. And it covers several countries. This is a new domain. Pulls 700 million pages. This is a category. Flights. I bet this one is good. 899 million. Do you see where so 2 billion watch have overtaken it with their Expedia software when I'm referring. Watch what happens when I type in my page. Remember, going back to Hotels.Viajes website here, since we're here, the Hotels.Viajes website. Come on. This page doesn't exist. It should show right there. I know it's there because when you type it in, force the page to pull, it says, oops, this page can't be found. Well, it's there. It's just not linked. They unlinked it, and they did the same thing for flights. It loops back to the front page, just like this loops back to the front page. Now, I know that flights exist. It has a jet wing on it. I built the page, I know. So if you type in the word flights and force that page to show, there is the page I built. That's what Forward Flights does. Now, when you click on flights, it loops back to the front page. Vacation rentals is different. Vacation rentals actually goes to the page I built. And I can tell you why. Because on Facebook, they have Western Printing Tulsa linking to this page so they can get in from Facebook through a backlink, which I allege, Moz.com is helping them with that. And I'll show you later on how that works. But this page, you can see it right there. Now, again, flights loops to the front page. It doesn't even show flights. You have to force it in. Now, why am I showing you this? Because when you Google it, there's the page I built that's dead. They destroyed that page. They took the link off because they've got their malware embedded right here. I'm going to show you what I mean. So if we go to Google, and we're going to Google today, Hotels.Viajes /flights. Remember, that page has been disabled in my website, but here it shows an Expedia site, an Expedia site, an Expedia site, an Expedia site, an Expedia site. I don't know who owns Skyscanner. It wouldn't surprise me if Expedia bought them. I don't know. I don't think so. But here is Kayak.com. And Kayak.com is the original player. This is Tom Parker. This is Ross Weber's former employer. This company is based in Vista, California. I forgot where this is based out of, but I think it's California. And so this is flights. Now, if we go to hotel, look, I believe and allege Expedia has taken over my site. And the traffic is being routed. These are all Expedia companies. I don't know about Skyscanner. Now let's do hotels.viajes /hotels. That page, it pulls 7 billion today, by the way. That's how big a domain this is. This is a massive piece of property that I own, that Expedia has taken over, I allege. And today, when you Google Hotels.Viajes hotels, Hotels.com pulls up. Expedia shows up. I don't know who owns this company or this one, but there's Booking. This company right here, Destinina, where'd it go? Right here is in Kirkland, Washington. Virtuoso, I don't see anymore, but it was in Kirkland, Washington. Now, in hotels, this page should pull up on the front page. It should be number one. I'm searching for this page. It's an exact search. Now, how do I know this? Because when I do vacation rentals, remember when I did vacation rentals, I mentioned that Western Printing Tulsa, owned by the Boca Group, has this page linked in Facebook, as I believe it's their back door into my site. And I can prove that. Now, when you Google this page, this is a page in my site. There it is right there. That's because it hasn't been disabled. It should be up here. But for some reason, the Expedia is here. I don't know who owns Airbnb, but they're out of California. So this is an Expedia company. This is an Expedia company. I don't know who owns this. But this is an Expedia company. This is mine. Expedia, and this is in California. Vista, California. I think. I don't remember, but it's in California. Remember, this was the only page that wasn't disabled in my site. So let's go back to what I discovered 3 days ago. We're going to leave this. Oh, shit. Okay, so we're going to play one more time. My domain, Hotels.Viajes, and 91 million versus 4.2 billion pages. Hotel. And this site right here is getting the traffic for it. I think I have found where my site is redirecting. Today it's Hotels.com. And there are other Expedia sites, Virtuoso, on this page. Where's the other one? Booking is here. That's interesting that they are second place. Virtuoso is in Kirkland, Washington. Again, I'm going to make a point. I lived in Seattle. I have a very good idea of the towns there. Bonnie Lake, Linwood. I have an ex-girlfriend in Linwood, but I lived off Boylston and I-5 in a house that overlooked Lake Union. I saw the seaplanes land. I kayaked around the houseboats. It is a spectacular area. But if you get on the 520 off Boylston and you go east, you cross over Lake Washington, and there's Kirkland. And right here, this little domain is in Kirkland. And then to go back a little bit, this domain is in Kirkland, and just to the east of Kirkland, south a little bit, is Bellevue, Washington, and that's the world headquarters of Expedia. Now, this domain, I disclosed right up front, it's in Quebec. I'm getting hacked in Quebec. And so I want to just play one or two more, and we'll be done. Can't be found. This is where I can't find my domain. This web page / hotels can't be found because it's redirecting to, I allege, Expedia. And it is, in fact, redirecting to Expedia. So, but when you search the domain in the Google box, these sites pull up. Australia, Booking.com, okay. And today, it pulled 7 billion and went to hotels.
My website should pop right here. Instead, theirs is. You see this? Yesterday, it was hotel-hotel.
And today, that number was 7 billion. And what I want to do, again, is show that this domain right here, which was populating 3 days ago on the 9th of July, is pointed at my main name servers. And it's based in Quebec. One more time. One more time, please. I want to appreciate the little pieces of malware you guys stuck on my domains that make me have to do this. I don't see any cars. Now it's owned by Digital Maneuvers in Quebec, Canada. I'm getting hacked out of Quebec. They shut my blackscorpion.clothing site down. And the name servers are pointed at Media Temple. This is interesting. It just started happening. I don't know why that. All right. My point is that there are shenanigans going on here. And so, by the way, let's go with one last thing. Hotel-hotel. We're going to go to Expedia.com. We're going to inspect the element, which is how I've been catching these guys. And we're going to look up hotel-hotel. And there it is. There is their, that's how they redirect. So my site was redirecting to hotel-hotel, and it is in this script. There it is right there. And this script is 300 pages long. Right there. I don't know how these guys think they can get away with this. But the hotel-hotel.com.au, where my site was redirecting to, is embedded in the Expedia site. I'm flabbergasted that these guys are doing this right in the wide open. But one more time, I did want to see this real fast. The value of Hotels.Viajes /hotels, which would have been a page in my site, is pulling 7 billion today. Billion pages, that's the power. Versus 29 million. 29 million pages generated versus 7 billion. This is why I'm being attacked. Hello, this is Sean Chalfin, and I have put together a pretty extensive video here. I'm new at doing this kind of work, so it's not going to be anything that will impress you video-wise, but the technical aspect of this, I hope, will prove, because I allege that I'm being hacked by several individuals, and hopefully this video will help law enforcement, specifically the FBI, and I am reporting this to the Washington State Cyber Crimes Unit in California, and I have done so with the Michigan State Police. This also is for my attorneys because I am going to be suing. But hopefully I can explain how I think I'm being hacked, because I allege that Hotels.Viajes, this site right here, has been overtaken by Expedia. And I allege that the same hackers who are working for Expedia are stealing the traffic from this site through an XML RPC.php pingback, which they're redirecting this site, not getting any credit on it. And they have overtaken this site through brute force attacks, and the traffic on this site has dropped way off. So I've had 64 sites. They've all been hacked. I've rebuilt this one multiple times. I've rebuilt this one multiple times, and others as well. 64 times at least. So please understand that I allege. Anytime you think I'm accusing, I want you to think allege on this. So, but I have a pretty good idea what's going on, and hopefully you can follow my video. I want to share with you the power of the GTLD using my domain, Hotels.Viajes, the one that is being hijacked. And we're just going to type out a page, the main page I have on my site, that you cannot pull, by the way. And I'll show you what I mean by that. But this, when you Google it, pulls nearly 4.2 billion search results. Now, going back to my site, Hotels.Viajes, we're just going to type that in for now. But you can see that I have a page here called Hotels. And when you click on it, it doesn't land. I mean, here, watch. /hotels, that redirected to the front page. But /hotels, which should work, the page can't be found. So this link /hotels can't be found because it's redirecting to, I allege, Expedia. And it is, in fact, redirecting to Expedia. So, but when you search the domain in the Google box, these sites pull up. Australia, Booking.com, Expedia, Viejas, and Virtuoso is registered in Kirkland, Washington. I forget, this might be Spain. This is Spain. But the people that are hacking me are from Spain and Australia and Seattle. And all of these players are in those areas. I mean, I caught them all. And I believe because Hotels.Viajes /hotels pulls 4 billion pages. All of these people, I believe, these companies, I allege, are sharing in the theft. You have, I allege, here they are. Because when you type in, let's just say, Expedia.com /hotels, it only pulls 91 million versus 4.2 billion search results. If you put in Booking.com, pulls 300 million, but it's not even, you have to multiply that by 12, 13 times to get to my domain, Hotels.Viajes. You understand? This is a massive domain, Hotels.Viajes /hotels, and it is being, I believe, redirected to these. I know this one for sure, and I know Expedia right here. I know that. And it's interesting that Booking.com, since Ross Weber formerly worked there, he's number 2. This company right here, again, is in Kirkland, Washington. So I think I've stumbled on something. And again, if you look at a company like Orbitz, I think it's spelled that. I don't know how it's spelled. Orbitz with a Z pulls 165 million. It doesn't even come close to 4.2 billion as my domain. My domain, Hotels.Viajes, God damn it, is far more superior than any travel domain out there. And that is why they're hacking it.